Hey, what's up, guys? It's Home Confirmed here again, bringing you a NFE ladder live. Sorry if my voice is a little groggy, kind of feeling sick, but like I talked about in the last video, NFE got its own ladder. It's a lot of fun, and it's pretty much the closest thing we'll have to, for lower tiers, um, until OU and everything sorts itself out, which again is going to be a few months in the making. And NFE, of course, is its own meta in its own right. It's a lot of fun. I've been playing, over 100 or so ladder games, built a lot of different teams, and they basically tweaked a lot of stuff overall. And right now, I think that NFE has a lot of different team building play styles that you could go for. There's a lot of good HO, of course, with Dynamax still here, but I really been having a lot of fun exploring these out. I think Stall has its merits, which maybe we'll end it off with. I don't want to show Stall in alive. I gotta actually fix this Marini. It accidentally got deleted. Skull Haze, Toxic Spikes. What was the fourth move? Oh, Recover, of course. It lost. It lost a very important move in Knockoff, which would have been really helpful too against checking Haunter, which is what it kind of is meant to do on this stall team, as well as others. And also, there's a big limitation when it comes to hazard removers. Like, I'm running Rest, Defog, Farfetch'd because it's so hard to find like a good defogger that fits and does what you want. We have Gossifleur for spin, which I think bulkier and against stall could enjoy. But overall, the most centralizing mon is easily Mime. Mime's a great spinner, and Mime is a really centralized spinner. Great mon in general. Can get away with everything it wants in just 4 moves. Would love to have 5 for a lot of teams, and those are Spin, Ice Beam, Side Shock, Nasty Plot, and Focus Blast for this defensive steel types. And this is my balanced team. I think it's a good start because it shows a lot of good threats. Yeah, and so why don't we try to find a battle with this team, and I'll probably explain it in the time it takes to find a game. The idea is Course is a really good blanket special wall, at least for this team. It actually does a decent enough job checking Mime, and that's saying something, let me tell you. But it essentially can recover on a lot thanks to Strength Sap. Haze is awesome for a lot of these Dyna sweepers. Of course, Wisp is debilitating enough, and it just has ridiculous defenses with base 100s and a Violite. Great overall special check. Pillow is a decent enough physical check. It obviously has a hard time checking something like fighting types like Gerdure or even like Dynamax Rufflet, but having Icicle Crash and Shard for flying types is really nice. Just having that extra chip damage a lot of times, especially when you're defensive, you want to have those trades. In fact, I'll probably put Form Speed for the other base 50 mons and like Pillow. Just a really good offensive dual stab that even when uninvested, that's scary. Makes a great rocker too. Thwacky, let me tell you, this is a great mon for NFE. I can't believe how awesome this thing's move pool and even stats are. Base 80 speed and base 85 attack is okay, but it's really just a awesome SD mon with Substitute, Knockoff, Woodhammer. Woodhammer hitting so hard at +2 and with Overgrow, which is kind of natural with when you have Substitute with it and Woodhammer chip. Like, you'll get into Overgrow range easy. And to imagine that this thing's going to get Grassy Surge, like, that is... I can't wait. This mon's going to be awesome. And of course, there's the Scarf sets that are cool as well. I don't necessarily like them because they're a little too slow. They can still obviously outspeed mons like Mime and Sneasel, but I'd rather have Scarf Haunter because I think it's kind of the best Scarfer in the tier when it comes to just everything it can do. I don't even know why I have Taunt here. I think I'd rather have T-Bolt for Marini. Even like against Stall, if I wanted to trick and then taunt things, I'd rather have T-Bolt. Even Psychic actually is pretty cool too. Let's go with that. Mime is doing both spinning and sweeping on this team because I can afford it. I have Pillow and Gurdurr actually are decent enough checks to Clang, despite not really resisting its stab. They do decent, they do okay. I think Gurdurr is great. A lot of people I don't think are giving it that much credit. Base 40 speed with 56 EVs. I want to say outspeeds neutral mare. Yeah, it'll outspeed neutral mare and then some. So if they put like 12 EVs in here, or less than that, I'll be okay. But yeah, this is the team. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I think Mime is ridiculously broken. It's gotta go. I'll speak my thoughts on Dynamax, I think, in a later video. But so long as Dyna's here, I think that NFE is doing an okay job dealing with a lot of these threats. A lot of fun stuff. I don't think I can obviously cover it all, even with 3 teams, and you're definitely going to see some overlap. Like here's a Nasty Plot 3 attacks Mime set, which is again really good, and it's on like an HO an HO web team. Doesn't even have access to any hazard removal. If I really wanted to have spin on this, I could, but that's not the goal of that team. But oh hey, we got a game against Blood Ace. This is awesome. Let me just hide this. This is not hide. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, so Blood Ace is looking like that Scarf Thwacky. Defogger Vullaby. Yeah, it's looking like a pretty good team. I am imagining he's gonna lead Scarf Thwacky because he could just U-turn, knock off stuff. But I'm not, or even if he leads something like Barrow, let's just get my own rocks up. That's kind of how I want to play this game. Get my own rocks up, not really be afraid of what he's gonna do back or who he's gonna go into, and I want rocks because he's gonna have a really hard time dealing with my own Gurdurr. I think that's what I'm planning on making my my Dynasweeper down the line, because Gurdurr will be able to take the hits that I need to do. I need to get rid of Dracolock because I am fighting electric coverage, which is good for Marini and flying types like Vullaby. Like I could really bop Vullaby. Yeah, obviously I'm gonna have a hard time with Dracolock, and Payback could be a little bit better for something like Corsola too and Dracolock. But I mean, Max T-Punch with the terrain buffs, a couple of those are going to be scary enough. So he's actually sacking his Thwacky to get rid of my Pillow. I don't know why. I mean, if he thought that Pillow was like my pseudo Mime check, he's mistaken. If he was worried about just kind of like how, what this damage was, like okay. But I'm pretty certain that that was his Scarf, and he just lost a lot of speed there. So, I mean, that wasn't an interaction that I would necessarily have done. But there he goes into Gurdurr. I don't care if this thing tries to set up on me. I'll have Dynamime, yeah, I'm faster. I'll just wait for him to... Actually, let's just go Corsola. I mean, I can haze. I could haze this, not worry about it. Cause I don't want it to get out of hand. Is what I'm getting at. I could just sap and haze. I think that's fine. I'll live a +2 payback or whatever. I'm also slower, so payback won't be at that max base power. It'll be at its regular base power. Not too bad. But okay, yeah, let's just do a strength sap to see if he wants to hit me here. If he wants to like continuously bulk up, I'll be able to... Oh, Max Darkness could do like something, but if he wants to bop his Dynamax like right here and now to get rid of my Corsola, I mean, that's going to be good for his Mime later on, don't get me wrong. But what are you going to do about, if you got rid of my Corsola, what are you going to do with my counter Dynamax with Mr. Mime? My own Mime. I would say not that much. but we'll see. Blood's great, man. I'm sure he's got a good plan. I can see Haunter not doing too much this game. I'm wondering what I could do with it. Like, I might get rid of my Scarf, really, for a trick if I keep Corsola healthy. Okay, so I think he's just going to continue to do that, try to, like, waste out some stuff. He doesn't know that I'm... Yeah, exactly. He didn't know I was Haze. Haze is a great fourth move on Corsola. I would say that, like, as this meta develops, that's... If you see rocks on Piloswine, you can know Corsola should be Haze for that fourth move. Because Rock's Corsola is awesome, obviously, because it's a spin blocker too. That gets stealth rocks. That's cool. But not having Haze is a bit of a bummer because you're kind of limited of what you're able to set up on. Yeah, see, Blood didn't know. That's okay, Blood. So I'll sap here. Okay, I don't know why he wants to do this. It's kind of if he wants to get a free switch onto something, maybe? I don't know, but he's just losing. I was gonna... what was that? Max Darkness? Yeah. So this is weird for me because... Or weird for him, I think. Kind of a question of, like, do I want to save Pillow or... You know, like, whatever. We'll just, we'll sack. Yeah, there's no worries. Honestly, I can go for wood. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, that's I don't know about that play. That was kind of odd, if you ask me. We're gonna set up a sub on this. It might rock. Might try to knock and not do that much damage. SD. Yeah, like I can actually set up on this. That's crazy. And then what we'll find out is how much a +4 max darkness is about to be. I'd imagine it kills. Don't crit. Okay, we're good. Let's see this. I'll use my dynamic. Yeah, because he also might not even be able to break my sub with the extra HP. Is the things what I'm hoping for. Okay, I crit. I really am doubting that mattered, but we'll see. Essentially, he's going to have to lose something. I'm actually really surprised he chose Vullaby because not only am I faster, I'll probably knock it out, but then, you know, Scarf Haunter just kind of swept. I'm imagining his, yeah, see, yeah, that's going to be over. Yeah, I'm in overgrowth. That's another thing. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, this is just going to knock out everything. Oh, wow. That's funny. I mean, this thing could probably just kill me right now if it's like Specs Fire Blast. Oh, and the extra 6 HP from grassy terrain. That's sad, man. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll say GG. Okay, so let's say he did go Draclock, get the outrage, got the kill. Okay, but I'm guessing that wasn't Scarf. I'm guessing that might have even been was that CB? I'm guessing that's CB and Thwacky's Scarf. The biggest problem was my Scarf Haunter because he just wasn't going to be able to do much. No, so that wasn't CB or just no. GG. I don't know. GG. It could have been that was a Violate, you know. But regardless, you can see this balance team is really fun. It's able to stomach the opponent's Dynamax. I didn't like Blood's not replay, not rematch, replay. I didn't like Blood's Dynamax here because yeah, you were able to do something. But okay, imagine if I did Strength Sap, I got all my health back, and I would just stall out your Dynamax. You know, like sure you lived the Nightshade. I didn't like that because then it also meant that I'm going to just be able to revenge easily and obviously make a huge dent in my Dynamax. And say if he did go Draculac and get the kill here, I would get a revenge from Shadow Ball. I'd be able to still have my Mime. Corsola was probably fodder, but he was going to have a hard time dealing with the offensive pressure of Scarf Haunter. and my remaining mons. But that's okay. It was a good game. Let's do this one. I guess this is kind of too similar. This is a nice offense with Morg, which is a really cool prankster mon. Let's do screens because we can get off a lot of fun stuff on this. So Morg, with its Dark Fairy typing and prankster, has a lot of utility for the team. But here on a screens team, I think it works fine with just it being taunt fodder with reflect, light screen. T-Wave is a must because you can paralyze the opponent's Dynamax Sweeper most of the time. Taunt isn't necessary. Like, you could still have something like Dazzling Gleam, so I'm on like Girder doesn't set up on you. But I like Taunt, so I can't so the opponent has to attack me. And with screens up, that means more can go down pretty easily. Farfetch'd, Galar is a lot like that Thwacky set. With the sub SD kind of going on with, but instead of knockoff, we'll have Brave Bird to raise speed because max BB gives you the +1, max CC gives you the +1 attack, even though it's weak, it's only 95 base power. We might see that. And with these EVs, I'm pretty sure it's at +2. I'll be able to outspeed Draculac, which is a decent enough precedent. Mime is actually not NP spin. It's spin to have the support for the team, and it also Dynamax Mime is a sweeper in itself. You know, it doesn't even need nasty plot. But I'd rather bait for the opponent's Clang. Drillbur is just a lead because again we really lack kind of we lack a lot of rockers. It's pretty centralized, and Piloswine could do a good job here. But this is just in case we see Hatterene, which is the NFE that has Magic Bounce this generation. Clang is a pretty standard. Again, it has that 168 speed. Is that what it's supposed to be? 168? Oh, okay, let's fix that. I think it's supposed to be 168, yeah. One sec. Okay. And yeah, because this should be able to outspeed Draculac with good enough coverage. Sub is great for setting up on some walls that can't really touch it. And then Sinistea is just a really fun Shell Smasher mon. Gets totally hard walled by Vullaby, but that's okay. It's still super dangerous with stored power getting huge. Weak armor means that if I can like come in on a weaker attack on screens, it just needs to be physical. Weak armor got a big buff. It's not contact, it's just physical. That's really nice. Defense only lowered by 1, speed increased by 2, and with Shell Smash, you get a very fast threatening mon, and that speed buffs go into increasing stored power, which if you max stored power, even after Dynamax is gone, if you keep that terrain up, you're no longer vulnerable to Sucker Punch, or Priority of course, but you also have a really, really high base powered attack with stored power being somewhere between like 120 to even like 180 to 200 something base power, and then and then the terrain. That's nasty. So we'll see how this works out, and I'll get back to you when we get a game. All right, we're back. We're facing Shellout. I played him once earlier today. He's got Woobat, which, again, Dynamax is favoring flying types this generation just because that you can have that high base powered flying stab and raise your speed. So the other two types, fighting and poison, because those types raise your offensive stats with attack and special attack respectively, but their max moves are scaled down. They're really weak. I think the max power they could be is only 95, and that's a nerf in comparison to something like Close Combat or Focus Blast getting in there. But flying does not have that nerf, and obviously with simple, that's going to be pretty scary. But let's see how this screens could work. I'm guessing the best sweeper here actually is Sinistea, but I gotta get rid of Morgrim. I can't let that thing like paralyze me. But once it does set up, it's gonna break the pillow course course, easily. Mime, can't even touch it because I got a Violite. You know, I could set up right on that. And obviously, Ferrothorn, or Ferroseed's only thing it could do is T-Wave me as well. But Corsola comes out. This is a mon that's totally just going to set up rocks, maybe try to Wisp next turn. I'm fine with that. I'll just go right into Morgrim, taunt, screens. We're good. We're good. He actually does the opposite. He's going to do that first, and then he's going to set up rocks, which makes me want to wonder if I should go to... let's get an early... Let's get it up. I don't care. Yeah. Burn. Not afraid of it at all. I mean, he's got to be so scared of me. I'm sure he's Nightshade and not Hex. And this is actually a good reason why you should run one, not the other. But I'm wondering if I should Dynamax here and now. I will be able to 2-hit KO, and he won't be able to touch me after knockoff. But I don't know. Okay, let's just do it. Let's do it. Let's go for it. Let's see this +2, 130. He's powered stab damage. It's ridiculous. That's so good. So knockoff did a ton. I'm worried about this doing. It's not stab and it's resisted. Like, I don't think I could kill it, and that's kind of an issue. So let's just get rid of Ferroseed. That's fine. If I'm gonna be paralyzed, I'm gonna be paralyzed, but I'll be able to get rid of Morgan, you know. And with, it's a shame because my defense also just got dropped more, and I can't get the base power of that to come with me. I don't know, because I'm guessing that after burn and the defense drop, I'll probably go down to an offensive Piloswine's Ice Shard, which I don't want, of course. So is it better to just hope that this kills? I can't imagine it kills. If this is, yeah, I gotta go for Max Phantasm. There's just no doubt about it. It would have been nice if that was going to be like a low roll and I had a chance to get a high roll and set up Psychic Terrain. It would have been nice if that dropped special defense too, you know. But that's fine. I get one more turn. I might be able to live in an Ice Shard if he wants to do that. He might play it safe too and go like Morgan, which I'm fine with, you know. That means that he can't, or I can't set up terrain, and it's pretty much a guaranteed kill from Pillow, even though I can't really be paralyzed anymore because he got the Wisp off. That's actually something I should have addressed. I mean, he can't paralyze me anymore. He got the Wisp. So yeah, there's Morgan. I can't really. I'm not worried about him though. I mean, he could sub and yeah do something like this, but this is the problem now is that now that Grassy Terrain is up and my Dynamax is over, I could Giga Drain here and get some health back. I still think I'll probably go down with no Violite and defense. I'm basically weak to Ice Shard. I have really bad defense. Let me show you Sinistea. Sinistea has 40-45 on the physical side. That's not too good. But this Grassy Terrain is kind of funny. We'll see where this goes. If he wants to continue to sub for no reason, he'll probably just sub one turn and realize I'm Giga Drain and be like, oh shoot, I shouldn't be giving him more HP back. But that's okay. Oh, he Dynamaxed. Now this is funny. Oh, he lived. That's funny. Max Starfall, of course, killing me. But why would you Dynamax? I don't know. It's kind of a weird position to be in because I could shift gear right now. Not necessarily worry about a +2 or about like a max Dark Pulse from this. Yeah, in fact he just went out of there. So here's the thing, Corsola can't Wisp me, and I wonder if he forgets this. He might just know for Nightshade. Okay, yeah, he's got Haze. That's good. Corsola with Haze is really good. But he really can't do much, so I'm just gonna go right ahead and we're gonna get a Para off. I don't see why not. No, let's just taunt it. Let's get a taunt off, so I'm not afraid of it so much. This is where knockoff Farfetch'd would have been nice, but I can't really afford to run sub SD. Missing all that stuff. Can't afford to run 5 moves. Is what I'm getting at. And this is also where Morgan with Dark Pulse is kind of cool. Totally an awesome choice. But we'll see. I think that was totally worth it. We were able to pop his Dyna, do a ton of damage, get rid of Pharaoh Thorn. That might have been his Pharaoh Seed at least. I mean, that could have been his rocker. I would have been scared if it was. So he goes into his Orn Morgrim. We'll see what he wants to do. He has sub, which is what I was maybe thinking he was going to do, but I don't know. Let's see if he's max speed. Yeah, no, we're okay. Alright, we are totally just going to sack Joker now. We'll let him get away with this. That's fine. Setting up or threatening with Rock Tomb is kind of cool because we'll be able to prevent something like Lubat from setting up, or exactly prevent Lubat from setting up. So I basically my game plan now is just to set up with Farfetch'd. Okay, so yeah, he knows the deal. It was okay. And then hopefully late game sweep with Clang, because he has, oh my god, he's playing me good. And he gets the, man, this mon's tough. That's okay. We just don't want him to, at this point, recover, because we can do a lot for him. Yeah, that's fine. So long as he's not recovering. Dang it, he might be able to, because I'm like right in a bad sweet spot. Okay. He'll definitely be able to recover. We'll just go right into this. It's fine. Go back. I gotta taunt this. Like, it's like the only thing I can do. Okay, that's fine. Alright, this is gonna do like nothing, but it's just gonna strength set, yeah. Yeah, it's a tough mon, man, let me tell you. I still have a chance if I could just get some damage off it, I'll tell you that much. Mime could, I mean, Mime could, like, freeze it, I guess. Okay, that's weird. Free Ice Beam. I don't think he cares. I think his plan is just to keep Corsola alive and have everything else be expendable. And I think he's super scared of my Morgrim because I didn't reveal yeah, that I'm a screen set. In fact, if anything, it makes it look like I'm a Violite set, like a Violite Nasty Plot. Anyways, I'm missing both. It happens. I'll probably just stay in and, yeah, Earthquake. It's fine. It's all good, man. I might have been able to do a KO. I mean, it's kind of, I don't know. Whatever. We'll just taunt whatever wants to come in. And I can't. That's fine. I actually can't even touch this. That's funny. Morgrim's pretty decent, believe it or not. Despite its like really weird stats. And how you would think it's a physical attacker. Yeah, he was taunt Morgrim too. That's cool. Okay, I mean, I'll be able to taunt something. Never mind. No, I won't. Yeah, it's over. Corsola Galar is super hard to do anything with. Yeah, I mean, he can sat me. It's over. If I had like rest, I theoretically could have beat this. Just because Clang actually has a decent enough HP. But yeah, it's over. I would have to get like crits on crits. He just does that. Alright, I'll just say GG. Turn 40, that's good enough for me. Okay, so the other one is, let's do Webs. I think we've got a long enough video. Webs is fun because we get to abuse CB Sneasel. Now, Sneasel was a banned mon last generation in NFE, but that was largely because of knockoff. Like, its dual stab was crazy, but the fact that it had knockoff, Pursuit too, both of which it doesn't have. Pursuit at, just straight up gone this generation. I think it might get knockoff when Pokemon Home comes out. But at the moment, it's stuck with Throat Chop. But the nice thing is with Dynamax and the buff to choice items, I can have the buff of Choice Band, revenge something with Icicle Crash or Throat Chop. And if something like Clang comes in, I could Dyna Brick Break and do a ton of damage. This is like one of the instances where Brick Break actually gets stronger. I believe it does. Or at the very least, I'll be able to not be locked into the Icicle Crash, do some really big damage. And a lot of mons aren't EV'd to outspeed Clang or Sneasel. Like there's Rufflet that reaches 240 speed max, which means at +1, they'll be right below. They'll be at 360 and will outspeed that. Revenging with Icicle Crash or just having a priority Ice Shard is nice. Here's where we see Morgrim do a sub nasty plot set. I just went ahead and did Modest because the main thing is that I could totally threaten a mon like Corsola, right? And there's not really that many answers to a +2 Morgrim with this really offensive dual stab at the moment. Pawn is actually a decent enough rocker because it threatens, it threatens a few of the spinners like mine and Foggers, because like Fullowbee can't touch mine or Pawn. If you get the +2 and then SD on that defog even, and +3, there's not much coming into Sucker Punch and Iron Head. And even without knockoff, you have Dynamax, Sucker Punch if you really wanted to break down some stuff. That actually lowers defense too, so spamming that is really nice. Iron Head also raising your own defense is great because it means that if you're Dyna up, if you're Dyna, even if you have Chip, you can't even be revenged by a Girder's Mac Punch. It's just you actually live a Girder's Drain Punch after if you're at full health with a +1 after the Iron Head. Like that's something that you probably don't want to be put yourself in, but that's incredible. Here's the NP3 attacks Mime. I might want to do Rapid Spin Focus Blast again. It's nice for something like Pillow Spine like we could have saw last game. Here is a Violite Haunter. I guess sub is an option over Taunt. I kind of like Taunt because it could shut down some stuff. But I mean, it would allow me to possibly dodge suckers and stuff. And then Charger Bug is sadly the premier web setter. I guess it's good if you're a Charger Bug fan, but it has access to essentially Volt Switch with Thunder Wave, and that's the big bonus here. X-Scissor, funnily enough, coming from a base 82 attack, can threaten psychic types like mine, a big spinner. And you have Volt Switch generally for defoggers, and you're not even weak to flying, so that's not that bad of a combo. But it's just the fact that it's kind of reliant on a lot of other stuff. But alright, I'll get back to you when we get a game. Alright, we're back. So, my opponent's got some nasty things himself. He's got that Dynamax Rufflet cooking in the back. He's got Diglett, which is still not banned. Arena Trap is still not banned, I should say. Most likely his rocker. It's a pretty scary HO with Spikes, Stealth Rocks, and some threatening mons. Machoke is getting a lot of love this gen too, even with Girder, just because it has access to knockoff and similar bulk. But I don't see what he's doing with stealth or with sticky webs up. Like this is going to be kind of scary for him, and he's definitely got to watch out for this. Now there is his spinner, of course, but it's not with mine, But mine's got to be really careful with Haunter and Pawniard. Like if he goes for Psychic, predicting Haunter, I mean that's kind of tough. I'm guessing he's going to go Rufflet though right now, just to set up, maybe try to get a sweep. Off, but again, because I have CB Sneasel that outspeeds Rufflet, I'll be okay. So this is a weird position because I'm just going to Thunder Wave him, hoping he goes for Psychic this turn. Actually goes for Nasty Plot, so that's weird. Yeah, I'll pretty much sack this. I don't care. I'll let him, take me out. So this is tough. I might want to go Haunter here just because I'm predicting Like, I mean, this could very easily be a spin. So what I'll do, I'll click sticky web because I'll live one spin. Okay, so he saw that. That's fine. I just want to see if he actually is going to be clicking spin. I don't want to lose Hunter this early on because having that fast wisp is... hey, come on. You can kill me. Having that fast special attacker and fast will-o-wisp is pretty nice. But I would say he's kind of losing this early game, man. I got up my webs. I got rid of Diglett. Your mine is at half health and paralyzed. All for, what, Charger Bug being taken out? Mime's not going to be able to do anything. He's not going to be able to live a +1 throat chop from Sneasel. Nah. Just do it. So there's a choke, yeah. That's fine. That's what I was expecting. My speed is, yeah, lowered. How did my speed get lowered? I forgot. Oh, Rock Tomb. Okay. Let's see. I'm thinking Mime is going to be a monster sweeper here in a second. I get that. He actually might have wanted that because of Guts, but I don't think he's even Guts if that's that weak. What the heck? Let's go Stealth Rock because I want to kind of set up on this, believe it or not, with Mime. I want my Mime to Dyna Sweep. Get ready for it. Oh, for sure. Mime is ready to go, man. I'll take this Bullet Punch like it's nothing. 24%. You think I'm scared of that? My goodness. His Mime's too low. I mean, this was bad news for him. His Mime was NP 3 attacks is what I'm guessing, and not spin. And if you don't have answers to webs, that's kind of like, you know, that's definitely going to be an issue. I do have Max Knuckle. I do have Focus Blast. That's helpful for Sneasel. That's helpful for Clang and Pillow. Yeah, it's over. There's nothing he could do. Psychic Terrain's up. I'm faster than his Mime. It's bad news. But GG. Oh, he's gone. That's okay. I think you could see the importance of having a spinner, but also an answer to these Dynamax sweepers. Like, what are you going to do about it? But you can also see how defensive teams are striving. That might be just because this Corsola is so, so bulky for the tier. But yeah, that was a good one, guys. I'm really liking NFE. I'm still considering myself a ZU main. Just gotta wait a little while for Gen 8 to, accommodate it. But I'll see you around. I'll probably do more of these if this becomes popular enough. And yeah, see ya.